Greetings and sanitation film fans, Thomas L here, with yesterday hitting theirs this week. Since the film is directed by the great Danny Boyle, I decided to do my top 5 favorite Danny Boyle movies. Because, surprisingly enough, he hasn't really done 10 enough films. I mean, I've always thought Danny Boyle did 10 films, but he didn't really do it. He never really directed a whole lot as you expect. But out of all the films he directed, he's a great director. I really like Danny Boyle's work. And his new movie yesterday looks terrific. I think it looks great. So, but that being said, here's my top 5 favorite Danny Boyle movies. Coming in at number 5 will be Steve Jobs. Now, this film starred probably is one of the better movies that Michael Fassbender has starred in recent years. And of course, he played the creator of Apple himself, Steve Jobs. And you, of course, had Seth Rogen as Steve Wozniak. I really like Steve Jobs. I mean, it was the film actually got released about 2 years after the Ashton Kutcher one, which I thought which wasn't all that great, but Ashton Kutcher and that Steve Jobs was actually really good. But I really liked the Michael Fassbender one. I thought Michael Fassbender was a great Steve Jobs. Seth Rogen showed that he could do more than just straight up comedy. I thought Seth Rogen was amazing in this film. Of course, a few other people. You had Kate Winslet, Catherine Waterston was great. I really enjoyed this movie. Of course, it scored a couple of Oscar nominations as well. Like, I know Michael Fassbender scored one. Kate Winslet was nominated, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, if you guys never seen Danny Boyle's Steve Jobs film yet, I say give it a go. I think you'll enjoy it. Coming in at number 4 will be 28 Days Later. Now, of course, this is a zombie film which stars Cillian Murphy, Naomi Harris, and it's about a misguided animal rights activist who free a cage of chimp infected with the rage virus from a medical research lab. And this is a really cool zombie film, and you got a London biker named Jim, played by Cillian Murphy, who ends up waking up from a coma a month after he finds his city all but deserted. So, on the run from a zombie-like victim of the rage, Jim ends up stumbling upon a group of survivors, including Selena, played by Harris, and a cab driver named Frank, played by Brendan Gleeson, and they all had to pretty much flee and try and find a way to survive where they could get home safety and all. They also did a sequel to this as well called 28 Weeks Later, which I kind of like the first film better. The Danny Boyle one was great. It's a really entertaining film. It's a creepy film. I mean, this was it was kind of like Walking Dead, I guess you could say, but still pretty decent. Cillian Murphy was great. The zombies all was cool. This was a very different zombie film, and it was decent. I know. I'll be down to see another one. I know. I think it was yesterday, or I think it was yesterday. Danny Boyle had mentioned that he is working on another 20 Days Later film, so if we're lucky, we'll probably get a third one. But I'll be down to see one, especially if Danny Boyle comes back to direct. I'll just another. I'll be down to see another one because I really like the film a lot. So definitely check it out if you guys never seen it. Coming in at number 3 is 127 Hours. Now, this film stars James Franco as a mountaineer and an adventurer named Aaron Ralston, who ends up becoming trapped when a boulder falls on his arm. So get this, he has to, of course, cut off his arm. Yeah, he had to cut off his arm because of his boulder was he was really stuck to the boulder, so of course he had to cut off his arm. And it is crazy that this movie is based on a true story. When I found out that it was based on a true story, I was literally shocked of how much true story this was. And I think it's one of James Franco's best performances. I thought Franco was amazing in this movie. And it's, of course, also based on a book that Ralston wrote. It's a good movie. If you guys never seen 127 Hours, it scored James Franco his Oscar nomination. It's a really good one. And of course, it's a movie about survival, and it's really intense too. I mean, this is not really a movie you can watch over and over. I mean, it is an intense watch. But anyway, coming in at number two is The Beach. Now, lots of people, even biggest Danny Boyle fans, will probably say that The Beach is Danny Boyle's worst film. I'm disagreeing now. I love The Beach. It's actually the first Danny Boyle movie I ever saw, believe it or not, not in theaters, but it was the film that kind of introduced me to Danny Boyle's work and all. I love The Beach. It's a really great one. Leonardo DiCaprio was great in this. You also had you had Tilda Swinton in this. Virgin Lednolin was really great. Jamalai Gaomai Kennett was great. In it, Leonardo DiCaprio plays a young man named Richard, who's a young backpacker who arrives in Thailand with adventure on his mind. And so, like, two other people join him on a adventure, and they end up going to a mystical paradise with interesting stuff that goes on there. The beach is really good. I mean, it's also pretty intense. Uh, I also have a bit of a crush on Virginia. Like, there's a pool scene that's probably one of my favorite lovemaking scenes in film history. Also, Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, come on, he's Leonardo DiCaprio. He is great in this. I'm a big Leo fan. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. He was terrific in this movie, and yeah, I mean, also like I said, the other two was great. Tilda Swinton was amazing. It's a really good movie. I mean, there is actually talks about like a TV reboot of The Beach, or like a TV reboot. I'll be down to see another one. But the first Beach I really enjoyed. It's a really good one. If you guys never seen The Beach yet, it's also based on a book. By the way, the film is based on a book by Alex Garland, who also directed the movie Ex Machina. So that's pretty cool there. But yeah, check out Other Beach if you guys never seen it. It's a really good one. Alright, my number one favorite Danny Boyle movie of all time goes to Trainspotting. Trainspotting is the best. I mean, I really love this movie. I probably could have added The Beach as number one, but Trainspotting I gotta add. It's a really good one. I mean, it's a movie about addiction. You know, it's a very dark comedy. Like, it's a comedy, but it's very dark. You got Ewan McGregor as heroin addict Mark Retton. You got Johnny Lee Miller, way before Elementary, who plays the role of Sick Boy. Robert Carlyle, way before Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, plays the role of Bagby. Ewan Bremner played Spud. Kevin McKidd was Tommy. You have Kelly McDonald in this. It's a really great one. It's also a movie about friendship. Like, the four leads in this all have great, wonderful chemistry with one another. They're all really great in this movie. It's really good. It's, like I said, it's funny. It's pretty entertaining too. Yeah, this was actually the movie that really put Danny Boyle on the map. And Danny Boyle, he did a great job with this movie. If you guys never seen Trainspotting, check it out. It's a good one. And also, I'm gonna say Trainspotting 2 is even good as well. I really got a kick out of Trainspotting 2. But I decided to go with the first film because it's kind of was the movie that put him on the map. So that's Trainspotting 2 is probably my honorable mention. But both movies are pretty good, and I'll be down to see a third one. But after the box office failure of Trainspotting 2, don't know if we'll ever get another one. But I'll be down to maybe see a TV show or whatever. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. 5. Steve Jobs. 4. 28 Days Later. 3. 127 Hours. 2. The Beach. 1. Trainspotting. Now, he has done other stuff as well. Let me go to his credit list. He did Slumdog Millionaire, which was the movie that won him his first ever Oscar. I like Slumdog Millionaire. I just never thought it should have won Best Picture, really. But it had some really great music, by the way. and Dev Patel and my crush Frida Pinto. I love those two in that movie. Uh, Sunshine, which lots of people like Sunshine. I'm one of those who did not really care much for Sunshine. I kind of think that's one of Danny Boyle's worst films. Trainspotting 2 was good. He also did Shallow Grave. Millions, I believe he directed Millions. I can't remember. Actually, Danny Boyle's worst movie has got to be this film called Trance they did with James McAvoy and Rosario Dawson. That movie was terrible. To me, that's probably Danny Boyle's worst film. He was supposed to direct the Bond film, but that never really happened. So yeah. I'm curious to see what Danny Boyle will do next in the future. I'll be down to see what else his next film will be, but I cannot wait for yesterday. Anyway, let me leave it to you guys. What are some of your favorite Danny Boyle movies? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing out.